Yo ho, historical people, Order of the Blade people. Got a bit of a weird, boring, whatever video for you today. I'm going to talk about, it's going to sound stupid, I'm going to talk about the mechanics of a shield. Okay? Now, you know there's a lot of stuff out there for buckler. Right? The buckler, the little dinner plate, the combat dinner plate, whatever you want to call the damn thing. You see a lot of places, a lot of the sources and stuff, they speak about the cone of defense that a buckler gives, okay? Basically that means you can do it visually by looking at me. Look how much you can see when the buckler's close. Look how much you can see when the buckler's pushed out. That's the cone of defense. And obviously any strikes coming in any way around there, you know, they can't get to me because of my cone of defense. Shields are different. Yes, you have a cone of defense, but I also have a massive weight distribution on either side, okay? So, yes, I could defend from you, but if you hit me here, that's going to fold in on me. Maybe not that dramatically, but it's going to fold in on me. Okay, and likewise, I've got more strength at the top and the bottom, or depends which way around I've got the handle, really. But, yeah. I don't want to be holding it out there anyway, because it's fucking 10 times heavier than that thing, and I'll just be exhausted within like half a second, probably. Think of a shield as more of an area of denial, extra surface area of protection thing. Okay? Area denial. That's what I meant to say earlier, and that's the best way of putting it. If I have the shield above my head, you're not getting to my head. Okay? At least not from this side. If I have it in front of me like that, I'm denying the most amount of area possible, okay? It's area denial. In hashtag HEMA, or whatever, we can trust that most swords aren't going to just fly through these anyway. Obviously, back in there, you have to worry about arrows, spears, all sorts coming through, okay? Very different. I suggest everyone pick up a shield and spar with it, because you'd be surprised how difficult it is to actually defend yourself even with one. You can't just press block, press block, press block. Like, there is still, as soon as you have a shield, everyone's looking at what isn't behind the shield to attack. So they can actually be quite tricky. Okay. Yeah. Because a shield is area denial, that means it also denies me half of my areas. Okay. So you have to be very cautious and make sure you're fighting around the shield, and that's where what we call wrap cuts come in place, where you turn. There's one of the German master cuts. Is that a Krumpau, where you sort of turn the blade over and hit with a false edge. They work really well against shields because you just, instead of having that linear thing to worry about, you kind of cover that. You take the angle off them. Basically, but yeah, shield, area denial, that just goes where I don't want to be hit. Okay? As opposed to a buckler, which obviously I can do the same with the buckler, but I also benefit from coming out further and stopping things early, that kind of thing. Another thing about shields is they can really limit your visibility. If I put this above my head, I can pretty much see everything that's going on still. If I put this above my head, I'm kind of blind. So you've got to be careful with shields, okay? You look at other shields, like a kite shield. Why have they done it like this? Well, simply, I can cover my head and still deliver plenty of decent strikes. So it's actually a really cool shape. I can hug my ear there, and I don't get blocked by the shield as much in my first custodian style guards or whatever. And I'm just coming out, bang, bang. So, area of denial. Obviously, less area on this one, so less denial. But more freedom. More area of denial. More protection. Less sort of freedom to strike. So, I kind of get what Pillars of Eternity were doing by lowering your accuracy if you have a shield. Don't agree with the mechanic quite 100%. But we'll get to that in another video. Hopefully that's been useful to semi-useful for some of you. Thanks for watching. See you in a bit.